We're told that Simon has 3 types of DVDs: 5 war films, 3 cowboy films and 2 horror films. He selects 3 of the DVDs at random to watch one evening. Calculate the probability that he selects one of each type, 3 war films or 3 films of the same type. First thing to note here is that the total number of films equals 10. Okay, so if we have a look at part A, in part A we are asked to find probability 1 of each. So 1 of each. Okay, so what we're saying here, this is the probability of 1 war and 1 cowboy and 1 horror. The important part here is the fact that I'm saying and. When I calculate this, the number of ways to pick 1 war film from 5 is 5, choose 1. This is going to combine with, because it's and 1 cowboy, so we're going to multiply the number of ways that we can pick 1 cowboy film from 3. So that's 3, choose 1. And then this is going to be multiplied because it's and, it's got to happen with the event of picking 1 horror from 2. So this is going to be 2, choose 1. This then is all going to be over the number of ways I can pick 3 films from the 10, which is 10, choose 3. When I put this into my calculator and I work through it, this comes out to an answer of 1/4. Okay, so if we have a look at a mark scheme, where do we get our marks in this question? Well, first of all, we're going to get a method mark and an accuracy mark for correctly showing how we've used the combinations for the different films to calculate, and then we're going to get an accuracy mark for calculating that the probability is 1/4. In part B, we're asked to find the probability of getting 3 war films. So to find the probability of getting 3 war films, all we need to know is how many ways can we select 3 war films from 5, so that's 5, choose 3, over the number of ways I can pick 3 films from 10, so that's 10, choose 3. This, when I work it through, is going to be equal to 1/12. So very quick back part. If we look at how we get the marks, we get 1 method mark for the correct use of the combinations formula, and we get an accuracy mark for getting that the probability is 1/12. Remember, just leave it as a fraction, don't give it as a decimal, that's an exact answer then. Okay, in part C, we want to know the probability of getting 3 films of the same type. We need to consider how could this happen. So probability 3 the same. Well, the way that we can have this is we could have probability, so either we get 3 war films or we get 3 cowboy films, and we can't get 3 horror films, so that is it. Now I already know the probability of getting 3 war films. That's 1/12, so I can put that there. This is equal to the probability. We're going to add these 2 probabilities because it's 3 war or 3 cowboy films. So the number of ways we can get 3 cowboy films is, there's 3 cowboy films and we're going to choose 3. And then again, how many ways we can pick 3 films from 10. So what we end up with here is 1/12. Let's correct this, that's a silly mistake to make. 1/12 plus, when I put this into my calculator, I get 1/120th, and when I add these together, I get 11/120. Okay, so in this solution, where we get marks is we get 1 mark So that's actually a standalone statement mark if at some point you have calculated the 1 over 120 for the probability of the 3 cowboy films. It's a method mark for showing that we are going to add these two probabilities to get our total probability, and then it is an accuracy mark for actually getting the answer 11 over 120. I hope that all made sense and that you understood it.